All right. I'm going to do a live stream on the Flatzoid files. This is My Mum Bakes Cakes with my second live stream video on the complete and utter failure of what Flatzoid presented in this incredible video he put out. I mean, the amount of wrong in this thing is insane. So let me go up to, where are we? Here we go. So here is Flatzoid showing us the ALE expedition plane, right? Showing us that there are flights going to Antarctica, right? Let's make sure the okay, go to rig. There we go.
Let's do see what is. Oh, okay. Find your next adventure. That is quite beautifully done, by the way. Hey, good to see you guys on TikTok. Thank you for coming. Please share the show, hit the likes, and really do appreciate you all. So, and if you haven't followed, do follow. Okay, let's go check this out. Find your next adventure. Explore 24-hour trips.
Now, here is the first part. He's showing us the Antarctic continent here, right? The actual continent, without realizing that for many years now, flat earthers have been telling us that there's an ice wall. Why is he showing us Antarctica? It's one of the first things he gets wrong in his whole thing.
So, the South Pole is there. Do they actually go to the South Pole?
No, where they're going to go right there.
Union. I think they get to Union Glacier.
Yeah.
Now, wait for this is the start of the excuses as to why this is not going to work.
Oh, so on the outskirts of Antarctica again, guys. So flat Earth, in other words.
What?
So how can it be flat Earth if there's supposed to be an ice wall and he's showing us Antarctica? I don't understand. How can that be? How can that be true if they're going to Union Base? And I'm sure it's not that. I mean, it's pretty far from the South Pole, but it's still in Antarctica.
What latitude is that?
Union Glacier is, I don't know. We'll have to check. Can we go into it? Oh. How do you go to Union Glacier? Let's go this way. Okay, there's Union Glacier. Okay. Union Glacier Camp, that's where they're going. Can you see an issue already, guys, where they're going?
Nope. I can't see one.
Mountains.
Kind of off to the side. Yeah.
Okay. So,
it's got mountains.
Sorry to break it to you guys. You're not going to see the sun 24 hours even if you wanted to.
What a load of bollocks. I'm sure that we're going to see the sun 24 hours. There is claims out there from flat earthers saying that there are people that live there. There's another misnomer, right? They're telling us that people that live there say there's no 24-hour sun. Hang on. How can people actually live there, and how do the people get there if there's an ice wall? Yeah.
It says 1,859 miles from the southern tip of Chile. That's 2,991 kilometers.
There we go. Yeah.
And a short flight from Mount Vinson, the highest peak in Antarctica.
Offering unlimited.
Now, look, he's showing us the actual longitude and latitude of where it is, the feet, Union Glacier, etc. Again, clearly showing us the continent of Antarctica. Why isn't he showing us the ice wall? They keep going on. Oh, you can't get there, and yet there's a base there, right?
Opportunities for scenic excursions, technical climbs, and ski tours. Why do you want to go to a place which is covered in mountains if you want to see the sun for 24 hours?
You know.
Notice that excuse, because they think the mountains are going to obscure the sun for the 24 hours during December. Flatzoid.
And then note, guys, Will
Yeah.
Duffy said that when it's the quiet time or whatever, they're going to be in their tents. So how are they going to see their 24-hour sun when they're inside their tents and combating mountain ranges around them?
Mm.
The sheer amount of excuses from these flat earthers is just staggering. uh, yeah, I just don't know what to say.
And there's no windows in those.
Rescuers, aircrew tents and aircrew office, medical clinics, garage and workshop areas, staff sleeping tents, and clean snow area.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Can you go skiing though? That's the question.
I think they allow you to ski, but like I say, you have to be accompanied by someone.
Hmm.
You need it.
I'm
Them reviewing troops, a freaking penguin walking along with a general reviewing troops. And
Yeah. To your property. You see, this is the one thing that I don't trust if I had to go with that group.
More excuses.
How do you know that you can trust that those
Let me
globes,
go back
guys?
a bit.
Experience. Oh man, half of that globe crew's going to be unfit. They're going to have to be taken off. Sorry, McToon. Because you sit in a basement all day, being unhealthy and unfit's not going to help you. You might have to start exercising.
So notice the projection they throw out at the other Globus, who have debunked his stupid claims over and over again.
Paragraph
Well,
12.
he
Is
won't
your
be able to make it.
acknowledgement? No, he's definitely not going. Paragraph 12. Is your acknowledgement that you may be exposed to the C-19 on experience, the second section, blah, blah, blah. Give up certain rights when you join the experience. A and B, are you release of liability, personal injury, death, or loss or damage to your property? You see, this is the one thing that I don't trust if I had to go with that group. How do you know that you can trust that those globies, guys? Warning: by signing this document, you're giving up legal rights.
Well, I don't
Please
like
read
that.
this entire agreement. So, in other words, guys, if you see shit there, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
And they just
Hello?
go on and on.
It's like,
There's just so much
give the globe-
complaining during this whole
Even where I am,
stream. Let me get to the part where
Yeah.
they try and take down. Here he is.
my OBS is getting. I haven't heard it though, but I think it's going to be quite interesting to see what he's saying.
Push the play button.
Now here's Will
Oh, no,
Duffy.
my
I've
OBS
actually
is open.
interviewed
I'm
Will
sorry.
Duffy on my channel. Right?
No OBS, close, please. I don't need you right now. Buy a computer.
Maybe 4 months ago. I've always been interested in like anything kind of skepticism related, pseudoscience, con artist kind of stuff. And I don't even remember how.
Con artist kind of stuff. What you trying to tell him? Huh?
He's a con artist.
Yeah. So say Sandra, thank you very much for your £2 super chat. He says, Q, are you a Freemason? I know.
I call it a documentary, whatever you want to call it. YouTube documentary is going to be over 6 hours long.
Wow.
Yeah, and it covers everything. I mean, everything. Like, I've seen it all. I've seen it all, and I think I have like a roadmap for the flat earther brain. Really enjoyed your discussion because you brought something different to the discussion, which was because you weren't familiar with all of the arguments. You weren't trying to win, right? Because it was more of a discussion. I mean, even though like the difference between a discussion and a debate.
I have to disagree with that though, guys, because it shows he doesn't really know what he's getting himself into.
Well, of course. I mean, he threw a bunch of questions at Witsit. Simple questions. Witsit got bamboozled. And now you're projecting again, Flatz.
Trying to go prove it to themselves. Understand? So All power to them. Go do it, guys. Do it if you want. If you want to waste 35K just to go and freeze your ass off to see any way you've been wrong all this time, by all means, do what you want.
Yep. The thing is, Flatzoid, you can go there. He will actually, if you ask, you can probably whip up another 30K for you to go fully paid trip to Antarctica where you don't have to spend anything. I know you got a family, I know you got kids, no wife and a job, but still the offer's there.
What you did, watching the debates, watching the videos, to just try to understand their position. And I learned a lot throughout the process. Honestly, I'm thankful. I got an education in astronomy and cosmology in the process.
I've learned so much. I mean, in order to be able to try to teach this stuff, I had to learn about Snell's law and learn about what refraction is, and because I want to be able to make compelling visuals, it's like
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. You know what they're just actually telling us, guys? The flat earthers are causing people to actually research stuff. I thought us flat earthers are so dumb. We don't know anything. The globers know everything from education. Yeah. What are these two globers telling us? Oh, we don't know anything. The flat earthers are forcing us to actually research and look at stuff.
That's because you guys don't know anything, right? So we do have to go and look at this stuff because, we went to school. We don't get taught everything, right? But you guys, you flat earthers, keep denying everything. We go do our own research, which you keep telling us to do. Once we do our research, we find out again and again and again and again that the world we live on is indeed a globe.
Through one medium, it hits the boundary and has a refracted angle, which gives another. That's it, through another medium. That's Snell's law, basically.
Shows curvature, not shows the 24.
I don't think Flatzoid really understands what Snell's law or any of these flat earthers know any math at all. I mean, I don't know math myself that well. Don't even know how to do calculus. But I do know what the internal angles of a triangle with sides 1, 1, and 1 are. All right? It's 60. Flat earthers, man. So yeah, they try and discredit.
And it's already faded. You can't even tell it's Nixon's map anymore.
But I must say, Angela says that this merch stuff from Spreadshop that she buys is very good quality. So
yeah, they try and take down Will Duffy, who's trying to put this experiment together. As I mentioned, I've actually interviewed him. And let's go to the next one here.
They're trying to set up is all these millions of people that are kind of uncomfortable with this conversation. They're trying to say, we showed you the 24-hour sun, or you wouldn't come. I mean, they're trying to set it up to where they can say, shut up, flat earthers. You had your chance, or see, we proved it. It's just another one of those things to try to shut us up when really we're honest. We have integrity. We only want the truth. We want to raise our kids with truth. Yet they want to paint us that we're all crazy, but we're not.
Exactly.
You are all crazy. The earth isn't flat. It's a freaking globe, you morons. Dear. All right.
Said the name. I was like, what? That's who you're talking about.
And they just go on trying to discredit Will Duffy. These flat earthers are doing everything in their power to.
Man, it kind of is. They see people just rattle stuff off without even looking into it.
But that's the thing. But haven't you realized the ego from these guys? They have a big ego.
We don't have a big ego. We just are after the evidence. We keep asking you again and again, show us evidence for the flat earth. Show us a map. Show us something that actually works. And every time we do, you obfuscate, you detract, you dodge, you move the goalpost, you complain, you interrupt, you do all these things, but you always avoid answering the question. Oh dear.
And
Corrado.
yeah.
What's audio there?
No one's landed on the moon. You can't land in the light in the sky, can you?
They just flew around in the sky for a while. That's all they did.
And one of the questions I asked Will Duffy in regards to NASA and space and space landings, I mean moon landings, etc. None of that has anything to do with the shape of our Earth, right? But flat earthers have to deny things like space, have to deny moon landings, have to deny anything to do with satellites or satellite dishes or GPS, because all those things are proof, or demonstrate, I should say, that the world we live on is indeed a globe. Anyway.
Well, that's one of the things Dubay dug into too, was like Whitehall and the Masons and how they founded basically most of the government in Europe for the most part.
So then they go on to, discrediting government and a lot of other things, but they try desperately to discredit Will Duffy, the pastor from the United States, who's putting all this thing together, paying for two people, including himself. I mean, it's three people going. It's himself and two others, which is one flat earther, one glober, to go to Antarctica. Right? We've already got one person going from the globe side. So that's Dave. He's already asked the other Dave. Dave Dirt, I should say. He's not going, but the other Dave is. Maybe Jeranism will go. We don't know. We'll have to wait till what happens on the next few days in regards to that. But it's a great idea, and why not? We've been asking flat earthers for evidence for many years now, and I haven't seen any. Has anybody else? So there's that. All right, I thought I'd go and do a brief overview of this final experiment and how Flatz and crew and co, do everything in their power to run away from actually doing the actual experiment. Any one of these people could actually go to Antarctica, right? And actually see the 24-hour sun for themselves. Whether or not there's mountains in the way or not doesn't really matter. They're bringing in drones and whatnot to run this experiment as best as they can. And it's going to be great. Finally, a lot of, as Will mentioned, a lot of the flat earthers, one thing they keep harping on about is the fact about Antarctica. Nobody can go there, apparently, but there's bases there. There's flights going there. There's people that live and work there, right? And so they're running out of excuses for Antarctica, right? And then now they're going to show, as in this video, the actual landmass, right? Because flat earthers say it's an ice wall, and yet Flatzoid showed us the real. If I can go to that slide again, where was it? Here we are. Oh, no, I go to the flags. It's the flags here somewhere. Is that the one? Nope.
Share this page. Okay.
There you can see the pole here, right? It's got Union Glacier, Antarctica. I mean, someone put this thing here. South Pole, Tokyo, North Pole, Toronto, Shanghai, Hong Kong, etc. Directing two places from Union Glacier. People have actually been there. There's a campsite there. People can fly there, no problems at all. They've been flying there for 30 years. So, yeah, can flat Earth explain that? No. Anyway, there's 20 minutes of my ranting in regards to this insanity. If you want to go watch the whole thing and give yourself a good giggle, go watch it and laugh. It's the amount of reflection that these guys try to go to, the extremes they project out there just to avoid going there is absolutely hilarious. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye for now.